Good afternoon, good evening. Happy New Year, everybody. John Connolly here for the Edina Hockey Association's online presentation of today's championship game in the 53rd Annual Edina Invitational Tournament. I have spent the past week announcing the top high school teams in all the land. I have announced Maplewood Road, Lakeville South, Creek Andover. Some of the top teams, but that's what I'm looking forward to the most. It is this game today. It is this game I was looking forward to the most. The reason is I played in this tournament when I was young. It means a lot to me. Back in the day, Bob Utek called this the granddaddy of them all for youth hockey tournaments. It's still going 53 years later. Holy cow. So a housekeeping item I'm going to go over with you is that Edina has two teams at the B1 level. They have two teams. One is called Edina White. One is called Edina Green. You look out on the ice and see we have a green team and a white team. Pretty easy to understand, right? However, the way things worked out, the team they call Edina Green is evidently the home team for today's game, so they're going to wear white. So I don't want to confuse you by saying green and white. I don't want to confuse them. I am going to refer to them by their coaches. So Edina Green is coached by Turner. They are wearing white. So I'm going to write down a little note here. Wears white. And Edina White is coached by Burley. And green. My name is John Connolly, and we are in the first opening minute here of what promises to be a very entertaining hockey game. These teams are formed by draft. On paper, it should be a toss-up. We'll find out if that's the case. So we have Turner forechecking, Burley trying to break out. Opportunity for Burley. This one doesn't connect. Moen in the neutral zone. He plays it up the left-hand side for Lara. Zone entry, Brewer on the dump. Kicked aside by goaltender Smolik. Smolik in goal for Turner. Sill on the other side. Sill in goal for Burley. Right-hand side, Brewer gains the zone. Puck turns over. Einhorn. He rips it out through the neutral zone, and regrouping is Koretsky. They call him the Great Koretsky. Brewer on the dump. Slow roller down in the corner. Einhorn, left-hand side. Gotch, puck turns over. I got to learn how to pronounce this name. Daleiden. Daleiden. I'm going to go with Daleiden. I'll see if I can be consistent in calling him Daleiden until I'm told otherwise. I can handle Shop Delane. That's the longest name. But Daleiden has a lot of vowels and I before E. I don't know how to do Daleiden. Right side, Spalding. You know what? I just had a player in the last game named Spalding. You'll get nothing like it. Don't know for sure. Offside's the call. Daleiden hadn't left the zone yet. So yeah, I'm having fun. Hope you are too. Happy New Year, everybody. We are ready for 2022. Can't be any worse. 2020 and 2021 as the globe has been gripped with a health crisis. Inside, a big shot from Dinah's Turner coach team on top. 1-0. I think that's from last year. Maybe Nicholas Johnson. I'm sorry, Nicholas Johnson. They've got a light on light. They got a light yellow number on a white jersey, and he's having trouble making that one out. But Nicholas Johnson puts Turner's team on top, 1-0. Listen to the public address announcer to figure out. Actually, I'll pull up the box score. I'll do that. Let's do that. I'll pull up the box score, and that'll give me an opportunity to get the exactamundo on the goal. Credit for the goal goes to Johnson with an assist to Mo and Spalding, 14 from 21, and Ocho. Johnson from Mo and Spalding. Break-on opportunity up the right-hand side. Baker gains the neutral zone but loses possession. Puck turns over. Hardy, short pass. Hardy down in the attacking zone. Dipsy Dangler couldn't quite come out the other side with it. And now at the neutral zone, you see Nicholas Johnson with a beautiful move. Good back check from Peterson. Peterson coming back hard, got a stick on the stick with a little stick check to poke the puck away. No shot team. That allows Burley to gain the neutral zone and gain the zone attacking. Baker. Puck dumped toward the goal. Mo, right side. Breakout Johnson. Poking it up ahead. Hardy, who goes rink wide with it and streaking up the left-hand side. I think that's back. All right, check in with my producer on site. We want to make sure we're bringing you the audio, the video. The left-hand side, Moen on retreat, skating hard, picks the puck up at the end line. Oh, I'm sorry, that was 8, not 6. Spalding. I'm laughing. I will tell you why. Centering pass. Up to Kelly. Plays to the neutral zone. Crosby pokes this one up ahead. Then the rush. I think that's Moe. On retreat. Spalding to his forehand. Banks it off the wall. Gotch, the intended target. It's dumped in. Cleared aside by Smolik. Kelly in the corner. To the blue line. Not out. Stolen away by Vereka. I had Vereka last game too, didn't I? This shot goes up over the crossbar, and this one bounces. Got deflected on the way to Smolik. So I announce a lot of hockey games. Too many, some would say. And my peeve the last couple of years, it's gotten especially pronounced this year, is dark on dark numbers. Occasionally light on light, but mainly dark on dark. And I'm convinced somebody looks at something on a hanger, maybe a mock-up on the computer, and says, oh, that looks cool. Milofsky gains the zone. Centering pass comes in shoulder height. Milofsky sends a backhand pass that comes in above the waist. Nobody can do much with one. A catchable pass. Got away from him. And the backhand might have rolled up on its edge. But, yeah, my peeve is when I see dark on dark or light on light number, and I always say, who approved this? It must look good maybe on a hanger or on a computer mock-up, but it's too soft. Okay, let me turn up the soundboard a little bit. Hopefully this gets to be a little bit better. So what I hear is these jerseys look pretty cool, right? And then, guys start skating around, and then you can't read them. By the way, the Burley coach team wearing green, those are easy to read. Hardy gains the zone, cuts to his forehand, and turned a 2-on-1 into a 1-on-1. He had Ferrara there as an option, never looking over the pass to him. Another save from goaltender Sid. Play continues, left-hand side, shot from Moen. That gets knocked down out to the neutral zone. So that brings us back to the jerseys for Coach Turner's team. They're wearing white. And this is a new one on me. It's got a shadow box, like a shading effect, shadow effect. And it looks kind of cool, I think, if you're standing still, like a three-dimensional. But almost like that yellow number's popping off the white jersey. But I would rather see a green number with a yellow shadow, because I'm struggling a little bit from a distance to pick up, distinguish a 6 from an 8, etc. Breakout opportunity for Burley. They send this one on goal. Smolik, right-hand side. Kelly's pass into traffic, hits Crosby through the neutral zone. He gains the blue line, cuts to the top of the circle, fires a wrister. Save and cover by Sill. And a face-off comes to his left. Send a note to my audio check. See if that little adjustment on the main mix will help you guys hear me a little bit better. 7 minutes to go, opening period. Gilder counters back behind his goal. Plays a pass up the right-hand side. I think that's Chapdelaine. Neutral zone. Puck turns over. Gilder overskates it, and now down deep, right-hand side. Puck turns over, and it's Gilder one more time. He's like a magnet this shift. Puck keeps bouncing to him. Gilder trying to find a way out in front of the penalty box. Gains the red line, gains the blue line, cuts to his forehand shot. Kicked aside by Smolik. Mark in the corner, avoids the check, and now back behind the goal, Moen, who's probably the tallest player in the game. Wrap stuff attempt, denied. Mark tried to sneak in there and stuff it up against the post. Smolik got over to make the save. 6:17 to go, opening period. Game 3 of 3, championship Friday. Did I get it right? It's Friday? It's Friday. Yeah, I think we're good here. I think we're good. I think we got the audio sorted out. And a big save. Cleared over to the corner. Einhorn takes it from Smolik and pokes it to the blue line. Not out, however. Picked up Joing. Spin. On the backhand, trying to get it down low for Brewer. Didn't get through. And out at the neutral zone for Recca. Plays his defenseman. And nice move. Slaloming up ice is Ebner. He goes down. Tripping the call. Nice play by Ebner to draw the trip. Challenging that defender. Going right at one of the players on Coach Turner's team. That leads to a power play. Get your number on the violator. Who took that penalty? It was assessed to. Let's see. Not posted that one yet. Down and wall. Oh, I got to check one more thing. Yeah, so the penalty's going up. And that was assessed too. Hardy goes off for the trip. Ring of the boards. Kelly, right-hand side. Can't clear the zone, however. Kept in by Varner. Oh, not kept in by Baker, I thought. Puck turns over. Scoring chance shorthanded. Johnson. He draws the penalty, and we have a tripping call out of a penalty shot there. All the players to my right from a different team that are supporting their friends, calling for the penalty shot, but they don't get one. So I had a Baker, I think, last game as well. Baker was back in defense there. Play broken up. Took down the rush. And we got a face-off to the right. Goaltender Sill. Now both teams have someone off. It's going to be a 4-on-4 for the next minute and 20 seconds. With a battle down low, Chapdelaine tries to clear it. Bouncing puck gets past the defender and on retreat back into his own end. This is Moen. I'm sorry, Spalding. 8-6. That little shadow is just killing me. Not only is it the light-on-light number on the back, sometimes I'll do a dark number on the arm. That one's yellow as well, and I'm having just as much, well, I'm having more trouble since that's only about a 4-inch numeral. Dumped in by Koretsky. Spalding pokes this one up ahead. Picked up by Beck. Beck trying to get past Koretsky. He couldn't. And now with 30 seconds to go in the 4-on-4, the puck comes out to the neutral zone. Spalding D to D. Oh, careful with the too many men there. They tipped a pass over in front of the Edina Turner bench right when someone hopped the boards. Zone entry, challenging him. I think that was Moen. And working a little one-on-one. Join. Turns in. Einhorn with the steal. He gains the red line, gains the blue line. Cuts over to his forehand, takes a shot. Goaltender Sill deflects that into the back wall. We got 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Still 30 seconds to go in the penalty. So a little bit of power play time here for Turner coached team. It's really cold in this rink. I know it's getting cold outside tonight. I know it's going to be cold for that NHL hockey game tomorrow. But I'm inside. I would have thought it'd be a little bit better than this. But no siree. It's cold in here. Out on the ice, however, as it's a third one-goal game. It was 2-1 in our first championship game. Last one was 5-4. Edina scoring 4 straight to beat St. Louis Park. Once trailed 4-1. And this one a one-goal game at 1-0 thus far. On right-hand side, Nalofsky. He can't quite get outside on the first time. Second time's a charm. Plays it up to Ferrara. Ferrara's shot saved by Sill. Penalty has expired. Both teams full strength. And that puck gets ramped up into the bleachers. We got a stoppage. Face-off coming to the goaltender's right. Oh, there's the tournament director. Going to check in with him, make sure the audio is coming through loud and clear. Crosby in the face-off circle.
I consider that
Regrouping, Spalding. He plays this one right side. Over to Kelly, out to the neutral zone. 2:25 to go in the period as the puck turns over and entering the zone is Crosby. Lost the puck, however, as he ran in. This is Peterson, denied. He tried to go to the lower corner. Smolik, credit him for getting the glove down, making the save. Shot save, Smolik. What if I do that? Okay. We got a bunch of levels turned up here. Hopefully it's going to help out with the audio. I'm told it's coming in a little quiet on your end. Apologies for that, but I'm not hearing what you're hearing. Mark in the face-off circle with Artie. Draw one back to Einhorn. Poking it up along the wall and to the blue line. It finds its way out. Bunch of players in the neutral zone. Chapdelaine trying to find some room. He plays a pass over to Moen. Do I have a Moen on each team? Are you kidding me? Okay. I had a Moen in an earlier game. Now I think I've got a Moen on each team. So let me sort this out. I'm going to have to come up with first names for them. Griffin playing on one team and Henry on the other. So let me write these down. I wish I would have caught that sooner, but I didn't. Did not realize that I had two Moens in this game. Henry wears number 14 for Edina White that's wearing green. And Griffin on the other team is wearing number 6. So from this point forward, I'm going to use last names today. There's a goal to put Coach Turner's team on top 2-0. And looks like his second of the game for Nicholas Johnson. Nope, that's 24. I think that's going to be Einhorn, 24. Einhorn puts them on top, 2-0. Henry Moen and Griffin Moen. I have games frequently where there's multiple Petersons or Andersons or Hansons, but that's a new one on me. Two Moens on different teams. Bodies are flying, the puck turns over, and here comes Kirshner the other way. Knocked down at the neutral zone. Zone entry, Gotch. Got you. Einhorn from Ferrara. 24 from 26. We're into the final minute of the opening period. This is a long wrist shot. It's going to go all the way down for an icing call, and we'll bring it back to the left of Sill. Two referees, no linesman system working in this game, in case you're curious. Faceoff comes to the left of Sill. Faceoff controlled by Coach Burley's team, and they bring this out to the neutral zone. Knocked down by Gilder. Zone entry pushes this one down to the wall. Chapdelaine. Chapdelaine down low. Plays this out top. Shot from the blue line, just wide of the mark. Fellner didn't miss by much. Slap shot. Oh,
Big shot from Baker, and that one rings itself out to the neutral zone. Vellner on retreat. He plays this one up the left-hand side. Gilder. 5 seconds to go in the period. Spalding up to Hardy. At the horn, there is no shot. We got a stoppage for the period break. I will be back in just a minute with the second period action. John Connolly here for Edina Hockey Association's presentation of Championship Friday. Back with second period action. I just want to throw this out there. I want you to know what is at stake in the game that you're watching. I grew up in an era where we had Edina East, Edina West. And our biggest rivalry was, I was a Westie when we played Edina East. Then the high schools merged and they fed the high school with one youth program. So I was a Bantam when we went from East-West to just having one Edina program. And back then there was A, which would be equivalent today as AA, and then there were 3 B teams, which would be kind of like Bantam A, B1 type level. And the 3 teams were black, white, and gold. Or green, gold, and white, I suppose. There was no black. Green, gold, and white. And, yeah, those games were big because, you know, you had your schoolmates. These are the kids you grew up with. You went to school with. You saw every day. And you wanted those bragging rights. Not only that, this is a tournament championship game. Right-hand side, streaking up ice's Baker. He takes a shot. Another save for goaltender Smolik, who's been pretty good so far. So these games mean a lot because they're an intra-community game. 2 teams from Edina. Couple that with the fact it's a championship game in the 53rd playing of the granddaddy of them all, the Edina Invitational. And not only are we playing for all the marbles, these are really nice marbles. It's going to be evident when this game ends and you see the celebration from whoever wins. But this is a big deal game. Join goes off for the chipping call. So trailing 2 and now pinned in their own end and short-handed. Coach Burley's squad trying to find something to turn their fate, starting with a successful kill to open up the middle period would certainly help that cause. Spalding plays D to D. This pass doesn't quite connect and bounces to Moen, who throws it out to the neutral zone. And as I promised you, I've got to get better about calling him Henry so as not to confuse anyone, as we do have 2 Moens in this game. More Moens than a house with 2 kitchens. I don't know. What's a Moen faucet? Is that a bathroom faucet or is that a kitchen faucet? Or is that both? Right-hand side, strolling his way up ice. I think that's Crosby, but don't quote. Oh, it was 21 Mo. We had 2 Mowens and a Mo. Oh, stuff attempt here for Beck down low. Pulled the puck off the back wall. Stepped into the slot, went for the stuff, and Sill right there to make the save. Hardy into the face-off circle one way, Peterson the other. Gilder, Baker, Siv. These are your penalty killers for Burley. Shot wide of the mark. Ringing the boards. Gilder with a big hit along the wall. Johnson rubs off a check. Baker does a great job sealing off with his body to steal the puck, and what a great job for him on the penalty kill. He skates at 200 feet, and if nothing else, change of scenery, 2 zones down. We'll run some time off the clock. What do they call that? Changes in latitude, changes in attitude. Peterson gains the zone, leaves the puck. Gilder on the zone entry, couldn't keep it on his stick. And while you definitely want to see your penalty killers being mindful of over pursuing, I don't think you want to, at this level, discourage someone for taking the puck down 2 zones and running some time off the penalty clock down at the other end. Good player like Baker is capable of getting up ice. I would trust his judgment. 11:44 to go, middle period. Just 2 seconds left in this kill, and maybe this successful penalty kill is going to be the catalyst, the launching pad, if you will, for Burley to get back. And in case you just joined us and didn't catch the beginning of the game, one housekeeping item I wanted to reiterate. It's a really hard game for me to announce, folks. We have 2 teams from Edina. That starts the complications. One of the teams is called Edina Green. One of the teams is called Edina White. That would be very, very easy for me if Edina Green wore green and Edina White wore white. However, it's not the case because of home team, etc., wanting to protect that last change that actually matters. And Edina White is wearing green and vice versa. So I'm going to refer to these 2 teams by their coaches. It is Turner with the lead, 2-0 over Burley. And that's actually not at all unusual in some clubs around the country where they might have multiple teams at a level. I've seen that in Texas. I've seen that in Massachusetts, distinguishing between the 2 teams by the coach's last name. Beautiful zone entry here from Mo. He gets it all the way down. Shot on Smolik, and he remains perfect with the save. Face-off coming over to his right. Happy New Year, everybody. Probably said it already, but I'm looking forward to turning the page. Face-off controlled by Burley, and they get a shot on goal. Trying to get it out front to Brewer. He's forechecking heavily and having to roll outside the zone is Vellner. He does jam it up in neutral, though. Great job by him. Clogging that neutral zone rush, making it hard for Turner to get up ice. Left side, Mareka unable to clear, however. Now back behind his goal line. This is Henry. His pass left-hand side. Mareka, stepping in. Geez, that was a slow pass, and Spalding, just one stride in off the blue line, was able to get an interception there. Fortunately for Burley, they were getting some help from the wing, who recognized and knocked him off the puck as soon as he got there. Down to Gotch. Forechecking down low, Crosby. Oh, Crosby's pass didn't quite connect, and now Chapdelaine throws it out to the neutral zone. Left side, Vellner. Offside's the call. 9:39 to go in regulation. 2-0 is your score, and this is the 3rd game of the day where I've said this. The next goal is a big one. Usually you don't think that a team who's down 2, if they fall down 3, in competitive hockey, and let's be honest, these are evenly matched teams by nature of the draft, you're just not going to be able to come back very easily from 3 goals down. So that next goal, when you're 2 goals down, is a big one. With that said, the last game I just announced, it was 4-1 for a moment, and Coach Craig Johnson's Edina Pee Wee A team, he probably coached some of these players back in the day, they were able to get a goal to cut it 4-2 just 10 or 12 seconds later, so they weren't down for very long. So credit them for responding almost immediately. But in a normal life, gosh, takes it, spins free for a shot. That one gets deflected over to the corner. In a normal situation, that next goal when you're down 2 is a huge one, and that's why you can see Turner wanting to get one here. Hardy centering pass, trying to get it over to Gotch, but didn't quite connect, and I like seeing them really trying to force the play here, really trying to press the pace, force the play. They need that next goal in there. Even though it's still in the first half of the second period, they're already playing with a sense of urgency. You love to see it. Well, I hope our audio's coming through loud and clear. We want to make sure we have you viewers getting everything out of this experience. Going into the goal is Johnson. He's got a goal already, and you can see he drives hard to the net. He wound up in the goal there. Ebner's out on defense. Kirshner. Moen takes Ebner's place. Peterson goes off. Delyden goes off. And who's out to take their place? Joing, Henry, Vareka, Brewer, Kuretsky. The great Kuretsky. Great sports nicknames of all time. I can't remember if it was Brent or Keith, but they called Dwayne Gretzky the Great One. And his brother wasn't any special player at the professional level, so his nickname was the Good One. Well, here we have the great Kuretsky. There's only one of a kind. They broke the mold, and a great player, one of the alternate captains on this team. Right-hand side, Brewer can't find a way out of the zone. Pinching up that left wall was Spalding. This is the aforementioned Kuretsky. Fights off a body check from Nowosky, and nice pass to Brewer. Brewer goes back to Joing. Zone entry, Vareka. He pushes it down to the wall and trying to complete a line change is Joing. It's the second period. We've just hit the midpoint of the second period, so we're halfway through this game. Puck turns over to Peterson. He swings to his forehand down to the end line, circling through Gretzky's office. And he gets knocked down into the wall. Puck turns over, played to the blue line, not out, kept in by Kuretsky. A great play by Kuretsky. And a shot from a wide angle. Save Smolik. $7:11 to go. Middle period. How convenient. One of the things I watch for announcing games is how teams change in the second period. They are defending the goal furthest from their bench, and some teams are especially mindful, very, very cautious, scoring chance for back. Takes a shot. He's down low with Hardy. But some teams are especially cautious, very mindful of that long change, as it's called, where they're defending the goal furthest from their bench. So it's kind of interesting to watch. Sometimes kids will gain the red line, dump it in, even though they might have an odd man rush, and you can see they're very, very mindful. Other teams a little more aggressive. They don't really worry about the fact that it's second period, and the trap, if you will, is if you're not too careful, you get stuck in your own end. And so you've been out there 40 seconds, then you get pinned back in your own end. That can get to be a minute and a half, and once you're tired, you're not much good defensively. So we shall watch for these remaining 6:29 of the middle period to see how much of an issue the long changes affects both teams equally. but it does affect the game. Right-hand side, shot the lane, blue line, red line. Sends it down into the corner. Retreating is, where's that down there? Is that Einhorn? Oh, clothesline body check. You don't see that very often. He absolutely got clothesline. The legs just came out from under him as he got pinned in the torso up against the boards like a thumbtack pressed into him. That's a beautiful steal and a semi-breakaway going down is Crosby. Don't be surprised. The kids are calling for a penalty shot. I won't be surprised if they call one. I would not be surprised. That's a borderline penalty shot. That could easily go for a penalty shot. Sill with the save. And they've gotten the goaltender out for a sixth attacker. Let's see. Go. Oh, he calls a hold. I don't know, what are the criteria? When I played and I used to officiate, I think there was as much kind of judgment, unspoken maybe. Alabama won 27-6. Some people watching football today. Anyway, when I played, so I think the penalty goes against Ebner. They used to talk about, does he have a clear path to the goal? And if he doesn't get a shot off, then we kind of meet the criteria for the penalty shot. And he didn't get a shot off there. He got tackled. And you can decide for yourself if you had a clear path to the goal. But it looked like Ebner was able to catch him from behind from high vantage point. So I thought that one could have gone either way. And then that begs the question, separate discussion. Are you better off with the penalty shot? Because if you don't score, you don't get that 2-minute man advantage. Or are you better off with the penalty shot? Or are you better off with the 2 minutes? Certainly if you're leading the game in the third period, it means you run time off the clock if you don't score, which the penalty shot does not allow for. 5 minutes to go. Second period still 2-0. Power play for Turner. They lead 2-0, and they've got a man advantage. Shot. Oh no, pass into the corner. Picked up by Ferrara. He plays this out top. Blue line. Wrist shot comes in. Deflected down low. Cleared out. Peterson does a great job relieving pressure by throwing it out to the neutral zone. Spalding, left-hand side. That pass doesn't connect, a little bit too far, and it's dumped down the length of the ice for an icing call. 4:22 to go, period 2. Ebner has 44 seconds remaining in his penalty, and it's one of those good penalties. I think if you talk to the coaches, they'll say, sometimes you have to do it. I'm just going to let him come in and shoot uncontested. No, I'm going to try to take him down. And I call it a good penalty. First off, try to make a play on the puck, and then once you get engaged, maybe go a little too far with a hook or a hold or a trip. I think Ebner did that there. We used to call that hold the AT&T penalty, reach out and touch someone. That's what Ebner was guilty of. Face-off comes to the left of Sill. 4 minutes, 1 second to go, and we still have 22 seconds left remaining. And Ebner's penalty seems like forever ago. So Alabama will play for the national championship in football. Surprise, surprise, right? Seems like the last 20 years it's been the case almost every year. They face either Georgia or Michigan. Played to Hardy. This shot gets knocked down in traffic. Down behind the goal line. Back centering pass stolen by Baker. Ooh, look at this slalom move up ice. Baker couldn't get outside the zone, however. A couple players forechecking from Turner's team, and Johnson pokes the puck over to Gilder. Nobody can get a handle on it. Baker, right-hand side, tries to clear the zone. Unable, and Boy, a nice little creative move there from Nicholas Johnson. He's been a fun player to watch. He tries to make stuff happen everywhere he goes. 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Middle period, still 2-0. On the forecheck to Leiden. Oh, there comes a shot on goal. I was trying to figure out what to say because a bunch of people were moving and the puck was just sitting there, but it was Crosby that got a stick on it. Then a shot in through the sill. He cleared that over to the sidewall, and now breaking out the other direction, it's to Leiden. He goes up right side, Mark. He cuts in, goes back to Leiden. Mark cut across the tops of the circle, and he was ridden off the puck very nicely. 2 defenders. I think one of them was Griffin Moen. Did a real good job knocking him off the puck as he tried to knife his way into the slot. I believe this is Griffin Moen. He's getting pretty far from me. I'm not positioned where your camera is. I'm all the way down at the other end, just to the left of goaltender Sill. And not having a green number on that white jersey is definitely complicating things for me. The shot comes in from the great Kuretsky, and it's saved by Smollett. Face-off coming to his right with 1 minute, 56 seconds to go. In the middle period. Crosby, he knifes his way toward the goal, and now he gets knocked down along the end wall. Bodies are flying. Bouncing puck, and eventually it's poked down to the end wall by Joing. Joing works behind the end line and sends a pass out to Kuretsky. That gets knocked down in traffic. Spin and shoot from Vareka. Down low. Breakout opportunity. Left-hand side. Sill plays this one over to the sidewall. Siv knotted up in the corner. Ferraro with him. Nalofsky. And right-hand side, Brewer. Gains the red line. Gets to the blue line. Sends it in. He goes off for the line change. That's what I talked about earlier. It's this second period. Teams are very mindful of that long shift. They figured, why don't we just get the puck down and take our chances with fresh legs rather than try to make something happen on that zone entry. 51 seconds to go in the middle period. Sean Conley here with today's championship games. For the 53rd Edina Invitational, we started. Edina beating Osseo Maple Grove at the Pee Wee D1 level, 2-1. Pee Wee A was 4-1, favoring St. Louis Park over Edina before the big comeback. Edina takes the championship with a 5-4 win. And this one between two Edina teams coached by Burley and Turner. They are 2-0 right now. Turner on top. They are called Edina Green, but they are wearing Edina White. Right-hand side. Henry Moen trying to find a breakout path. Peterson gains the zone. 15 seconds left as he pushes it over to the side wall. Left-hand point. Baker fakes the shot. Goes D-to-D. Henry Moen, his shot down toward the back wall. Goaltender Smolik has been very good so far. He's got a shutout through 2 periods. We're going to take a break. I'll be back in about a minute. Don't go anywhere. Happy New Year, everybody. It is Championship Friday from Braemar.
So I turned up this one. It's called the gain, which is some input.
So between that and that, I've got them both way up. And I think we got it now where hopefully it's better.
We are back. 15 goes on the board. Third period action. Championship Friday in the 53rd Edina Invitational. Puck is dumped down deep. Circling back behind his goal. Kelly rings it up the right-hand side. Oh, stepping on a penny. Somebody had a little trouble with the zone exit, and that allows Coach Burley to hold the zone a little bit longer. Spalding gains the neutral zone. Nice pass up the right-hand side to Crosby. Oh, beautiful play by Baker. Crosby tried to get around him, and Baker with a real nice body check, snuffing out the play, and that's a great way for them to win pucks to get back into this game. They still trail by 2. Bringing it up ice. Dumped down by Henry Bowen. Picked up behind the goal. Kelly. Pass. Oh, turned over at the blue line. Great job by Chapdelaine. Got there just in time to force the steal. Gilder spins to his forehand. Fires a shot. That one came in high. Big save, Smolik. Puck turns over. Gotch gains the zone. He takes a shot. That comes in high, and that gets waffled. Up high in the air. Must have hit the netting, and we've got a stoppage. .48 to go in regulation. Now keep an eye on the clock. With a 2-goal game, as much as you'd like to think they can always come back, at some point the clock is going to be working against Coach Burley's team. Einhorn through the neutral zone, pushes it forward, regrouping Fellner. Plays it to the blue line, now rink wide. Oh, what a grab by Chapdelaine. What a beautiful catch. And I missed something, but there's a penalty somewhere. Yes or no? What was the whistle? I didn't see anybody offsides. All right, never mind me. I looked to see was there anybody in green across the blue line, and I didn't see him, so I'm not sure. Maybe no, neutral zone face-off. It couldn't have been a puck played with a high stick. I don't know what the whistle was for. They don't tell me. Face-off coming to the left of goaltender Smolik, who has a shutout going so far. He has been outstanding. He gets another chance here with a blocker. On the draw, they got it back to Brewer. He pulled the trigger, sent it in high, shooting chop corner. And Smolik with his right hand where he holds the blocker. Makes the save. We got 2 pucks on the ice. It's going to be exciting. Twice the fun. Goes up back to Brewer one more time. He fires another shot. This one gets over to the sidewall. Nalovsky, neutral zone, bouncing puck. And turned over, picked up by Brewer. This one, he tries to shoot high one more time, and Smolik got his stick on it. I think it hit the handle up above his hand. It's only about an inch wide, but a lot of pucks seem to hit it. Gilder and Crosby in the circle. Draw one over to Peterson. Coach Burley's team on the forecheck. They work it back to the blue line. Koretsky with a shot. That one gets deflected in traffic down low. Chapdelaine working. They hold his own blue line. This one comes in. He's flying out front. Gilder got knocked down. Somebody was marking him pretty closely. I think it was Spalding that knocked him down. Picked up by Ebner. He rings the boards, trying to go up the right-hand side. left-hand side. I say right-hand side. It's one way for the attacking team. It's the left for the exiting team trying to get outside the zone. Nice pickup in the neutral zone by Hardy. He takes a shot just wide of the mark. Pinching up a right-hand side is Nicholas Johnson. Broken out to the neutral zone. Intercepted by Griffin Moen. One of two Moens. And it's a goal for Edina Green. They run out to a 3-0 lead. Coach Turner's team now on top. 3-rip with just 11:39 to go. His second of the game. Credit for the goal, I believe, will go to Nicholas Johnston. Okay. I'm getting a text message here from our tournament director. Let's get back to the action. It is the worst nightmare here for Coach Burley's team. They find themselves down 3-0. Going into the third period, Einhorn plays it up. Zone entry, is that Opsal? I called his name. Today, who is that back checking? Yeah, it is Opsal. And sweeping down low, joint. Shot from the blue line, one-timer. He scores. Baker gets it on the right, on the board. Streaking up in, running that puck around the top of the circle. Absolutely hammers it home past Smolik. Poof. There goes the shutout, and it is now 3-1. Beautiful goal by Baker. So, let's see here. Baker from Brewer and Join. 4 from 7 and 11. How convenient. And before that, it was Johnson from Hardy and Beck that made it 3-0. So, similar to the game that just ended prior to this, the PBA championship. You got me saying it's hard to come back from 3 goals down. When you're 2 goals down, you really have to get the next goal. In both cases, there was a goal and then answering right back. This was just 1 minute, 6 seconds later. They went down for 3 very long. So we'll see if Baker's goal is the catalyst for them to get back and narrow the margin. Mark enters the zone. Did he call offsides or interference? Interference. So that's a great play by Mark. I don't know that Mark understands what he just did there. He's going off the ice. He's kind of looking around. And Mark tried to chip it around the defender, and he was ridden off the puck. But the puck was really already away, so they have called interference. That's been the case for the last several years. I want to say close to 10 years after that's been a call. It wasn't a call back in my playing days. That was just a good defensive play. But today, that obstruction, if you will, leads to an interference call. And having just scored a goal to make it 3-1, now they go on the power play. Zone entry for Hardy. He turns the puck over. Too many green jerseys. Peterson plays it up right side. Baker drop pass on the wall. Leaves it for Delighted. Down low, Vareka. Delighted providing a net front presence. Spalding marking him. They're going to try to get pucks down into that dirty area, and I think they'll take them how they can get them. We just want to get a goal however you can at this point, and a little grit, a little jam, whatever you want to call it. They've got some of the big players out right now, and that definitely works when you're trying to just will your way to a goal. Getting extra men down low. Oh, what a wonderful steal by Peterson. Using his body to separate the player from the puck and came out with it. He's looking for a tip down low. The shot from the blue line came in from Henry Moen. He's got Vareka and Delighten down there. That net front presence that I described. Vareka tries to go for a little counter move, looking for a stuff, and over on the left-hand point, Henry Mullen manages to hold the zone. What a great play to get in there and take the puck away from Nicholas Johnson. Still 30 seconds to go in the man advantage. A lot of good pressure here for Coach Burley's team. Just a great job. Baker through the neutral zone, gains the blue line, gains the red line, loses his footing as he gets to the next blue line and sends it down deep. Einhorn. Einhorn was guilty there of getting a little bit grounded. It's like he had stakes growing out of his feet and couldn't move. You never want to get caught flat-footed when you have the puck because people close in on you. Those passing lanes clam up, and all of a sudden you've got no one to play to. And that's what happened to him there in the corner. So next time he's going to want to push off and at least start trolling a little bit. That's going to keep it where you can maybe get those passing lanes to open up. Neutral zone play. Successful penalty kill. We're down to 7.5 minutes to go. Half a period remains in the final game of the Edina Invitational. Not the final. I'll talk more about that later, but this is the championship game for this division. Left-hand side, defenseman Kuretsky plays it up ahead to Gilder, who goes wide, swings over, keeps the puck on his stick, and tries a centering pass. That one gets knocked down. Save and cover, Smolik. So this tournament used to be 50 years ago. Scored over the years, Edina's tournaments have been so well attended. It's grown, and now there are different levels at different times. And, Minnesota hockey has grown, where it's not just A, it's A and double A. So a lot of things have changed over the years. Where we are right now, we've got Pee Wee double and Bantam double just got started. And the Pee Wee A and Bantam B1 just getting finished. So I've got 3 games today, and I'm announcing 2 games. I don't know, maybe more than 2 games. I got a couple games for championships on Sunday for those levels, same ages, different levels. And tomorrow, I have the privilege of doing public address all day, running the scorekeeping, running the clock. Right-hand side, shot. This one gets saved by Sill. And out to the neutral zone. 6 minutes to go. 2-goal margin. Never too early to talk about pulling the goalie. I'm going to keep an eye on that clock, see what happens. Johnson out at the neutral zone. This one gets knocked down. Turned over to the other, number 14, Henry Mullen. He pushes this one down deep. Never too early to talk about pulling the goaltender, especially when it's a 2-goal margin like this. Crosby. There's the zone. What they need to do, and I offer this advice, shot from the nice in the mid to low slot area. Can't tell for sure. That's Gilder or who. Left-hand side. I'm sorry, that was probably Earkey down there. Milofsky. Yeah, if you learned anything today, no light on dark numbers. Please. What is Earkey out there? No light on dark numbers, please. Shot. Fall down, go boom. Looks like he got stick nudging his feet. At the blue line. Poked out to neutral by Einhorn. Einhorn working, hounding Gilder. Gilder with a counter move. He tries to bring it up in front of the benches. And picked up by Milofsky. He takes a shot. Save. No cover, however. And second time's a charm. Sill gets the cover on the second attempt. So my preference is to get the goaltender out as soon as possible, as soon as is feasible when you gain the zone. So should Coach Burley's team get the puck down here, and especially if they get a face-off, everything inside of, I think, 3 minutes with the 2-goal margin, they'd want to get the goaltender out. Otherwise, they lose the zone 5-on-5, and you may not regain it. Then the clock gets away from you. And every second that melts off the clock, problematic. Regroup, Baker. He has the goal for Coach Burley's team. Counter move, but he's pinched. Met by 2 defensemen, or 2 forecheckers, 1 on each side. Over to the wall, Kelly pulls the puck out of the corner. Banks it up, right-hand side, Nalofsky. His pass makes it over to Ferreira, who throws it out to the neutral zone and goes off for a line change. 4 minutes to go in regulation. Zone entry. Bouncing puck, and it's picked up by a sweeping back. He gains the blue line, gains the red line. 3.5 minutes to go as he dumps it in deep, all the way down to the end wall. Ebner down behind his goal line, trying to find an exit route. Takes it over to Baker. Baker working it up along the wall. Right side, Brewer. Neutral zone, D to D. This pass is played by Einhorn. Nice pass into the centerman. They get it to Hardy, who flips it down on goal. Save, no cover. Play continues with 3 minutes to go in regulation. Out to the neutral zone, bouncing puck. This one goes over to Delighten. He tries to push it down all the way. Gotch the other direction. Picked up by Baker. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Oh, stepping on a penny, losing his footing was Irke. Left-hand side, this one's chipped down by Kirshner. And great forecheck here from Delighten, but all he got in that skating lane, he didn't pull the puck away, and Gotch sends it all the way down. I'm guessing we're going to get a timeout here. And the coaches, they call the goalie, and they're getting goals. So I figured we're going to get the goaltender pulled and the timeout called. So 2:23 to go in regulation. 2:23 to go in regulation. 3-1 is your score. One moment, and we'll be right back with the exciting conclusion of today's game. Okay. The timeout has expired. So we got a little lull here. Let me thank a few people. I want to thank you guys for spending your Friday evening with us. I want to thank the kids, most importantly, on the ice. They have provided us with a very entertaining hockey game. I want to thank Edina Hockey Association for their decision to stream these games and bring in an announcer. I enjoy getting behind the mic for these. 2 minutes to go. Scramble in front of the wall. The goaltender is pulled, and a lot of pressure here from Coach Burley's team. Baraka, Gilbert, Delighten. They play this back to the blue line. Henry Moen with a shot. Saved the cover by Smolik, who has been just sensational today. Not the biggest goalie. His shoulders are under the crossbar. but he's a good one. He's playing really, really well. Yeah, it's been fun to watch. Vareka, centering pass. We've got bodies down low. The plan is pretty clear at this point. We're just going to flood that slot area and try to will one in. Right, left-hand side, kept in by Gilbert. He sends it down behind the goal line. 1 minute 45 seconds to go as Spalding pokes it to the blue line, not out, kept in by Henry Mullen. Second time to charm. Spalding relieves the pressure with 90 seconds to go in regulation. One more time, Spalding. He's got an empty net in front of him. He sends this one down and goes for an icing call. Hard to believe that didn't hit a leg and get deflected. He fired it right into somebody's legs. Somehow it got through, so okay. I want you, when this game ends, I want you to look at the size of the celebration. That's how I gauge if the game is a big deal. I gauge by what happens when that final horn goes. We are playing for intra-community pride. We are playing for the championship of the 53rd Edina Invitational. And because they're young teenagers, are playing for bragging rights. With a 2-goal lead, it's looking pretty good so far for Coach Turner's team. They're wearing white, but they're called Edina Green. Puck turns over, Joing leaves it into the slot area. Huge shot from Gilbert. And cleaning up the change. It was delighted first. Still made another save, and it's only after delighted that the next shooter got the goal. I don't know if it's for Rebecca or Gilbert, but we're about to find out. And with exactly 1 minute to go, that's the testing. It's just not interesting. Rebecca cuts the margin again. It is 3-2. Rebecca from Join. What about the Leiden? He must be in on this one, no? So far they say Rebecca from Join on the official game sheet. I got a feeling the Leiden was in here as well with an assist. Now a timeout has been called. This one must be my Coach Turner the other way, because this way Coach Burley had already used their timeout. The place I'd rather be right now than right here. 6:30 on the hour clock. We're 5.5 hours from that ball dropping for New Year's. Not that they dropped the ball in the second time zone, but you know what I mean. And this will be the most exciting minute of hockey in 2021 for every one of the combatants on the ice right now. Delighted, Vareka, Gilder, Henry Moen, Baker. A veritable murderer's row of Bantam age players in Edina. Trying to come back from one goal down. Crosby, Oxall. Right-hand side, Malofsky, Einhorn, puck dumped down. And Spalding. 5-on-5 for now. Both goalies in, but you can see Sill already cheating. Trying to get out to the top of the circle. He's wanting to get to the bench for that extra attacker. Already worked once. They still need one more goal. 40 seconds to go. He's finding trouble getting outside the zone. This one sent in on goal. He gets the save and the cover with 33.3 seconds to go. It is 3-2 in the third period. If you check out the scoreboard right now, there's all threes, with the exception of for the guest, and that's what they're trying to remedy. Edina White, coached by Burley, they wear green. Still down a goal, pinned in their own end with just 33.5 seconds to go. Yep, they do give Delighten an assist. 21 from 11 and 3. I thought I saw that. Official game sheet now reflects that. Out of the neutral zone, they get the puck to Vareka. Spins down into the corner. Goaltender has made it to the bench. The extra attacker is on the ice and headed toward the zone. Joing, powering down into the corner. Oh, he pulls back. I thought he passed to the blue. And it goes right through that goal mouth. And Over pass for Recca. After the neutral zone, just 10 seconds left. Not enough time for him to get back in the zone for a shot, or is it? 5 seconds left. 4 seconds. Ringing the boards. Over to Einhorn. That's the game. And look at this celebration. Your champions. Coached by Coach Turner. They were right. But they are known far and wide as Edina Green. And today they are victorious in today's championship game. I want to thank everybody on the ice for providing a very enjoyable, entertaining hockey game that I enjoyed. I hope you did too. John Conway here. Thanks to the Edina Hockey Association. Championship Friday is in the books. And so is 2021. Good riddance. Let's hope for a great 2022 ahead. See you, everybody.